Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little review on a couple of products that I purchased from Mecca Cosmetica. I got this box in the mail a couple of days ago, so I'm going to be showing you what I bought. So in the box we've got the Guroom foundation from the brand 16 or 16 brand. So they've come out with a cream foundation, so it looks like that. The next product is from BareMinerals, and this one's the Invisible Glow. It's still pretty new on the market. I haven't heard too many reviews about it. Next I've got the BareMinerals Lash Domination Ink Liner, which is waterproof. And I'll also be reviewing the BareMinerals Gen Nude Lip Gloss. If you want to know how these products turn out on the face throughout the whole day, please keep watching. So we're going to go straight into this new foundation. I got the shade Sand Beige. So this one's got SPF 30 in it, but it's only 0.7 ounce. That's not a full ounce that you would usually get in all foundations, but it's still a decent price for the amount. So this one here is sold at Mecca for $26. It claims to be flawless and full coverage, semi-matte with a lightweight texture. It also says on the website that it contains a lot of skincare, which I was really intrigued about. I'm really dry skin during the daytime, and by the end of the day, like, all my foundation likes to cling onto all my dry patches around my nose and settle into my smile lines. It says that it's got yam root extract, evening primrose oil, and cottonseed extract for the moisturization and the hydration. The evening primrose oil is something that's meant to be really nourishing. It's also really good for people who have dry skin, like skin conditions like eczema or psoriasis. So that's really interesting. I really want to test this out for the day and see how it wears. So let's give this a try. So they also give you a little spatula inside the box. This one here is really useful just to scoop out that cream. The downfall to this foundation is that there's only 2 colors. I think that's really limiting. I actually scooped up quite a lot. I hope this is the right shade for me. So to use this foundation, I think I'll be using some sort of brush. I'll go for my Revlon brush. So this is like a dupe for the Artiste brush. I think this is a really good brush to spread any creams or gel foundations. I feel like it soaks up less of your foundation though, because creams and gel foundations, they've got so much like moisturizing ingredients in it. I don't really want to waste that in my beauty blender, so I prefer using a brush of some sort. This looks a tad darker than what I usually would wear, but I think it's a pretty accurate color still. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, definitely like a medium. Maybe I'll try building it up because I have a little red dot down here. It's probably half gone now, but I can still see through it. I can definitely see my skin at the moment, like underneath. Curious to see how this is semi-matte because I still feel really shiny. It looks very dewy. So we'll see how that wears throughout the day. I will use my normal concealer and powder on top just to see what the differences are compared to all the other foundations. Might just put a tiny bit more. I feel like it's not super full coverage, but I don't really have that many blemishes on my skin and I can still see some coming through. We'll see if it builds okay. Okay, it's covered a little bit more, but it's still not full coverage. I usually have to go in with a concealer for my dark circles, but I don't think I need that right now. I feel like the foundation moves really easily. Every time I touch my face, I can see fingerprints on it. That really annoys me. Moving on, I'm going to put my concealer and my brows on, and we'll be moving on to our next product. Okay, so I'm back and I've got my eyebrows on, I've got a bit of my bronzer and my blush. And I'll list everything that I've used down below in the description box so you know what I've used on my face. The next product we're going in is with BareMinerals. I love BareMinerals. It has been my all-time favorite brands just because their price is fairly reasonable and their products are usually quite great quality. So from BareMinerals we've got their new highlighter, which is the Invisible Glow. This is the highlighter shade from Fair to Light. I'll just show you what it looks like inside. I've already played around with this one a little bit and swatched it on my hands, but I do say it gets pretty dusty inside the pan, but it looks really interesting and it's very similar to the Hourglass Ambient highlighting palettes. So it's very marbled inside the pan. It looks really pretty, and I've swatched on my hand. It's very, very subtle, more like a natural glow that you can use every day. I'm pretty sure they say you can build it up to a higher intensity, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to get a fluffy brush like this. I have to say it's really dusty. Like, you'll touch the pan with the brush and everything flies out. So the fair to light colour is meant to have beige and opal colour blends in it. The medium one also looks really interesting as well. I really want to try the medium colour out, but we'll see how good this one goes. Yep, so it's pretty natural. It's actually a really elegant sort of shimmer. It reminds me a little bit of the Lancome La Rose powder. It's a really like elegant and subtle glow. It's nothing too strobing, nothing too modern. I think that's really pretty. It's fairly cool tone. So it's kind of icy. I feel like I don't see too much of the beige in there, more of the pearly white colour. It's very, very finely milled, so you don't get to see any of that chunky texture when you use those really like chunky highlighters that you can definitely see where you've popped the highlighter on. Oh my god, I love highlighters. Like, this is just the best part of my day. I hope this wears really well throughout the entire day because I've got a dinner to go to and I've got plans during the daytime. We're going to be going out, running around, buying some stuff. So I'll be doing a couple of check-ins later. The highlighter here retails for $40, so that's a pretty reasonable price. There's a decent amount in the pan. Let's see what it does if I spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, I'm blinded. Like, do you guys see that? Okay, so it definitely works really well if you spray it with a bit of MAC Fix Plus. I hope everybody who walks past me today gets blinded. Okay, so now that my face is officially lit, I'm gonna go and put on some eyeshadow and we're gonna move on to the next product that I'm gonna be reviewing. Okay, so I'm back with my eyeshadows done, and the next product I'm reviewing is the BareMinerals Lash Domination Ink Liner. I'm really into BareMinerals already, and I saw that they had an ink liner that I haven't tried out, and I was like really curious about this one because I've always been using the Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner, which is also waterproof. This one also claims to be waterproof. It looks like this, so it's got like a little felt tip end. And basically the pigment looks pretty good so far. It's a little bit more stiff, I would say, the brush tip, compared to the Stila one. The Stila one is really nice and tapered, more flexible at the end here. See how this one goes. It's pretty okay. Like, it's not as easy to use as the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner, but that's because I've been using that one for years and I'm really used to how the tip is so flexible that I can just control it really easily. This one just feels a little bit foreign when I use it, I suppose, but I think after a couple of tries I might get used to this one here as well. I really like how pigmented it is though. So this one here, it retails for $27, which is a pretty reasonable price. I know that Stila's one used to go for $28 and now it's gone up a lot higher. I think it's $31 now. So I sort of felt a little bit put off by the Stila one. So I went and checked out some other liquid liners and I found this one and I was like, wow, that's really good for the price, and the pigment so far is looking pretty great. I think that's definitely worth a try. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I'm wearing like a fur vest today because it was really cold when I got up, and Hobart's getting ridiculously cold already. It's not even winter yet. Okay, so I've got my eyeliner on. It's looking pretty good so far. We'll see how it wears during the day. I'll be putting on some lashes as well. So now I'm gonna go put on my eyelashes and the mascara and some lips on, and then I'll be heading out and we can do a couple of check-ins throughout the day to see how the makeup lasts. Okay, now I'm back, and my last review I'm going to be doing also, this one is the BareMinerals Gen Nude Lip Gloss, and so this one I'm going to be testing out today also. It's such a beautiful colour. This one's in the colour Sugar. It looks really good so far, and the pigment is really great. So really impressed by this product. Now that I've got my entire face on, I'm going to be heading out today and doing some errands. So we see how this makeup lasts all day. Hopefully it's going to last me through dinner as well, because I do have a dinner date. I want the makeup to look somewhat okay for tonight. We'll see how it lasts throughout the day. Okay, so first check-in. It's been about an hour and a half and I'm with my boyfriend and we're just about to go into town. So far the foundation's looking pretty good. Let's do some close-ups. So this is just natural lighting. It hasn't clung onto any of my dry patches so far, so that's really good. The highlight's still looking pretty natural. It's not super strobing in natural lighting, but it's still pretty good. The eyeliner is still pretty perfect. Hasn't smudged or anything. Just a little bit of eyeshadow on top, but that's pretty normal for me because I've got hooded lids. But like I said before, the foundation isn't really semi-matte. It's actually kind of dewy. In fact, I can still kind of feel it there. It's not like super lightweight as the description said it was, but it does feel pretty moisturizing, which is a good thing for my dry skin. But yeah, we'll just see in the next check-in. Okay, so it's been about another hour and a half. So far, I think the makeup stayed up pretty well. There hasn't been any issues with the foundation as of yet. I think the highlight is still pretty good. I don't think it's like strong enough for me. I probably prefer something a little bit more stroby, but this is a really good natural looking one. So I think it's pretty on par with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. The rest is looking still pretty good. Oh, the sunlight. Oh, so I think the eyeliner is doing pretty well. The lip gloss has really pretty much disappeared on me. I didn't like the taste of the butter gloss either. It was a bit strange. Like, it tasted very like chemically. Pretty happy with the foundation, but we'll see if it dries up anywhere at the end of the day. It is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon and my foundation is looking still pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. Usually I always get dry spots around here, so if I'm wearing something that's quite full coverage, it starts separating around the nose area, but it seems pretty good right now. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. I have some texture issues, but it's not major or anything. It hasn't settled in my fine lines, like my little smile lines here. Usually it's a lot worse, and today it seems pretty good. I love the eyeliner though. The eyeliner I think is my favorite. I think my eyeshadow smudged a little bit, but my eyeliner is staying pretty strong. So overall, it's all a thumbs up so far. Yeah. Hey guys, and we're back, and it's been officially a whole day gone. It's currently 9:30 p.m. It's been a long day today. We've had pretty weird weather. So we started off having a sunny day, as you saw earlier, and then it started raining tonight when I was about to go home from dinner. We just weather changed, but nonetheless, I've worn this makeup for a good while, and I can see that there are some flaws, especially the foundation and the highlighter. I'll show you a picture of just around the nose area that I found a bit of dryness, that the foundation clung onto some of my dry patches around my nose, and that is where I usually get a lot of texture issues from. I think I really like the foundation because the rest of the foundation looks pretty good, and it is a really nice coverage one too. $26 for a foundation is pretty worth it. With the BareMinerals highlighter, I feel like it is a really natural one, and it looks specifically good during the daytime but not so great at night time. The BareMinerals Lash Domination ink liner was actually very impressive. I have to say, I do have other better eyeliners, but this one so far for the price is really worth it. I still have the swatch on my hand from this morning. It's one of those liners where it does have a bit of shine to it. It's not like a complete matte liner or anything. I would definitely keep using this liner instead of the Stila one because it is slightly cheaper and it does just as good as a job. With the BareMinerals Gen Nude Lip Gloss, I'd have to say that I'm a bit on the fence about that one. I wouldn't say it's my favorite lip gloss. I definitely would say it's very pigmented for a lip gloss, but it still has that very slippery feel to it because it is a gloss. It didn't last very long, of course. I wouldn't expect any glosses to. It only lasted me about an hour, I would say, or about an hour to 2 hours, and I didn't even drink coffee or anything during those 2 hours of wear. It just kind of went off. Probably have to reapply again, which I'm too lazy, I can't be bothered, so I probably wouldn't. But I'm still pretty happy about the colour, and I definitely would wear it again, especially in photos. It looks really beautiful. It's so pigmented and glossy, and so it will show up really well with the light hitting on it. So overall, I think I'm pretty impressed with today's products. As you can see, I'm already at home with my PJs on. So I'm nice and cozy indoors now, but it has been a good 7 to 8 hours of wear for this makeup. I did go through rain, as I said before. Can't really see the highlighter anymore. It's very subtle. Probably prefer a strobing highlighter, but yeah, overall, pretty impressed. I like the makeup. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I will be posting more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time.